Chris, you've shared a really lovely vision of how you began evangelizing in your town by going out to where the young people were and creating opportunities for classes and experiences in schools, and then film clubs, and then pool hall engagements, all kinds of different venues where you met them. And you stressed that the relationship was for the relationship itself, for the caring of an adult, for the young person. Did there come a time when the question arose, shall we share our faith with them, or shall we see if we can talk them into coming to church, or why don't you see me on Sunday? How did it evolve into, if it did evolve into, witness?
Yeah, that's a really great question, because it did, but I think it happened organically, which in some ways was great. But what it meant was, after about 5 years, there was just a handful of young people. And we'd ploughed so much time and prayer and sweat and tears into these young people. And then, as some of these hard-to-reach young people did, because we've always felt called to the hard-to-reach young people, that they just would be skedaddle and see them again, which of course is part of grace. And a new bishop came to Reading. We're Church of England Church, so we have bishops, and he said to us, "Oh, how do you feel? How effective are you being?" And I said, "Oh, it's just really hard, really tough at the moment. We feel like we're ploughing all these resources into these young people, and we're seeing really little fruit, and I don't understand it." And so he said, "Oh, so how many people did you baptize last year?" I said, "Oh, a couple." He said, "Oh, that's not good enough." And he said, I said, "Oh, it's just really hard." He said, "Well, how many people became Christians?" So I said, "Couple." He said, "So here's my question. How many opportunities did you give those young people to become Christians?" And my colleague said, "Oh, Chris, I think there was that time after the service once that you said if anyone, they could come." And so Bishop Stephen said to us, the reason people aren't becoming Christians is because you're not giving them the opportunity to. And so then in came intentionality. And he said to us, look, think of things like this. You have contact with young people, which is your biggest group. And then you nurture that contact through relationships, through building, so they know you care for them. And then you invite commitment. You invite them to be committed to Jesus Christ, and then you grow that commitment. He said, at the moment, Chris, you are doing 18 things a week. And everything you're doing is in contact and nurture. The reason no one's becoming Christians and the reason no one's growing in their faith is you're not doing anything in those two areas. You just think that's just going to happen. You need to be deliberate about it. And so then, from then on, what we do is we've got contact, which is our biggest group. We nurture that contact. So let's say for us as St. Lawrence, there's about 150 in contact a week. We nurture that contact, which means we see them 2 or 3 times a week. We know their names. We've probably done home visits. There's probably about 75, 80 in that. And then what happens for us is 4 times a year, we go away for weekends away, and we say to all those people in that nurture group who know us, who we've established a relationship, we say, look, you know we're Christians. We'd really love to know what you think about Jesus. You don't have to agree with us. You don't have to do the things we do, but we'd love you to come on this weekend. And during that weekend, we're going to give you an opportunity to hear what it is that we think Jesus Christ offers to you, and we're going to give you an opportunity to follow him. You don't have to. It won't be that you'll be sent home if you don't decide to follow him. It won't mean that you won't be invited on any other weekends if you don't. But we'd love to give you this opportunity. And so we're clear with that, with our parents, with them, and so we take these young people away 4 times a year. And that's our intentional. And then we grow that. We small groups, mentoring, all that kind of stuff into that to see that it grows. But that's been a big thing for us, because I think what it helps us do, that contact, nurture, commitment, growth, it helps us know why we do what we do.